So here is my final media evaluation question. Before we started on this project, we did a range of smaller projects to expand our knowledge on filming and direction in general, as well as the software we would use to edit them. In this clip, we are recreating the hallway scene from The Breakfast Club. I enjoyed this task a lot as it made me realise how many different style camera angles we could use in our own projects. Here's a quick presentation on how I use technologies. So first of all, I use Google for a lot of my research because it's the quickest and easiest way to search things and it gives you relatively all the information you need. As you can see here, I've done a lot of research on film noir and most of that's on my blog. Then we move on to YouTube, which I found a lot of film noirs on to watch, and it's a social media site, so anything we put on there, like our behind the scenes, our main film, rough cuts, anyone can find and view, so it's a good way to share and get people's feedback. And then we have Blogger, which is the site we post all of our posts on, and we can change this to how we look. As you can see at the top, I've changed mine to the way I want it to be, and it's a good way of organising how you want things to look and when you want things to be posted. And then slideshow software such as Prezi and here's Powtoon. It's really easy to use and you can get all of the points you want to make in quite quickly, and you can expand on all your points really well. And then Final Cut Pro is what we use to edit most of our film and our behind the scenes. We can change the filters, we put black and white on ours, we can put the titles in and change the fonts of the titles and all the transitions to make it look right, and that's how we ended up with our final film. For my evaluation, I've used iMovie from Mac itself, and I would say this is not as professional as Final Cut Pro, but it does enough of the job to make it look alright. You can change the sound and change the transitions as well, so really it does the job. And then for my film review and my poster, I used Adobe Photoshop CS6. That can get quite hard to use if you don't research it a lot, but in the end you mostly understand it for changing the colouring and changing the font and downloading fonts, which I used from 1001 Fonts to get the right font I wanted. Yeah, it's quite easy once you know how to use it. And then Photobooth is what I used for filming my evaluation when I wanted it to film my face. It's good enough quality and it's a good enough sound quality. And then QuickTime is what I use to film on screen like I'm doing right now. Obviously it's really easy to use, really easy to save and then place into iMovie or Final Cut Pro, so that's quite easy. That's it. Going into playing our film, we used Facebook as a way of messaging each other pictures of our brainstorms and creating new ideas when we weren't available to talk face to face. We used the CLTX website in order to write our script and help know all of the locations and props we would need. An issue I found with script writing was that things had to change due to the age of our actors not looking quite exact to our original storyboard plan, which we made on Storyboard That, so editing the script had to happen often, but CLTX made that really easy to do. When we were filming, we used the Sony HD handheld camera and a range of tripods when necessary. This camera has a high quality and picked up what we wanted very well. For example, I like this close-up of Vivian's face, it shows the camera quality really well. For the microphone, we originally used the Mega Gear Mic 121 on a boom pole, but as you can hear in the following clip from our rough cut, the sound didn't seem to work very well, so we had to change this and refilm these clips.
I need you to meet me, midnight, Harrogate House.
We should have maybe checked the technology before we used it so we wouldn't have had to refilm, and then we would have more time to make improvements to our film. I do think in the time we had, however, we managed to find alternate technology to use and got the film completed in time, so I'm happy with that. So finally, after we finished our film, we used Facebook again to get feedback on our product, as well as using the school's technology like the projector to have our Year 12 media class to also view and give feedback for our film. And then for my evaluation, I used YouTube to upload all the videos, and that was quite easy. I liked having the more professional editing software such as Photoshop and Final Cut Pro, as it made our film and my ancillary products look better. It also enabled us to show our creativity in a good way, and I think I've definitely learned how to use them better, as well as how to find logical ways around problems such as the microphone issue, and especially I've learned how to avoid them in the future. Overall, I think the use of technologies has been a good learning development for me this year, and I've definitely taken on board how I can continue to improve the way I use these technologies. Yay! Finished! Woo! Bye!